10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to Part-Time Car Tinkerer. I'm Sam. I'm new to this, so you're going to get lots of ums and ahs and all that sort of thing until I've got the hang of all of it. So we're going to be stripping down my 1985 BMW 525e. It's the E28 shape. Up until recently it's been running absolutely fine, and then unfortunately it's developed a misfire. I've changed plugs, leads, cap, rotor. I've run a compression test on it and it is low on compression on a couple of cylinders. So it's looking likely that it's burnt some valves out or the rings are going on it. I blame E5 petrol because that's what I've been putting in it, because it's so expensive. I haven't been able to afford to put E10 in for the last couple of months. So possibly my own fault, but never mind. So let me show you the car. It's parked in the garage already. I've managed to get it to cough and splutter its way into here, and I'll give you a rundown of what it is we're going to be doing. Okay, so here's the car. As I said, it's a 1985 525e. So that's the high compression, low revving model that BMW made. It was mainly made for the American market, and it was designed to be fuel efficient, which I suppose in comparison to what they were producing at the time, it probably was. But these days it's shocking on fuel, probably not helped by the fact the engine has done 150 odd thousand miles, and I'm sure it could be better. The car itself is in really good condition. It's got a little bit of rust on one of the rear arches, but apart from that, it's pretty good. The paint is, well, 37 years old, so it's okay. It's not the best. As I said, the car does start. It just runs like a bag of bogies, unfortunately. I'll show you if the battery's not flat again. So there you can see it does start and run. I know it sounded okay in that, but I promise you it's definitely not running its best anymore. And as soon as you put any load onto it, that's it. It won't do anything at all. Let me show you under the bonnet. Find the bonnet lever. Really handy, little arrow just here to point you in the direction of it, but you still can't find it half the time. There we go. So it's a standard engine. I think from the factory these were producing about 125 horsepower back in 1985. I very much doubt it has that anymore, and even when it was running nicely, it couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding. So yeah, it's tired. It's time for a refresh. Now the plan with this is to pull the engine out first of all, and then I will be taking the head off. I do have a replacement cylinder head for it. It's an 885 head from an E30 325i. So I'll be stripping that down on the bench, refreshing that. That will then get bolted on with a cut ring gasket, and the intention is to turbocharge the car. I have no intention of ever selling this car. I've wanted one since I was about 18 years old. I'm quite a bit older than that now, and it's taken me all this time to buy one. So no intention of selling it. So I'm not overly fussed about originality, because it's going to be my car forever. Well, until my daughter steals it off me. So yeah, we're going to be running a turbo setup on here with the 885 head. That does lower the compression sufficiently to run a turbo at quite reasonable boost. I'll be putting a manual gearbox in because it's got the automatic in there at the moment, and there'll be a few other little bits and bobs that happen at the same time. Intention being, I'd like to see at least 350 to 400 horsepower out of this on a reasonably basic setup. So yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. So yeah, that's it for now. It was just an introduction video, just so you can see who I am, and so you can see what the car is and a general idea of what I'm going to be doing with the car. Feel free to add any comments, like, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you get notifications as to when I'm uploading new videos. I'm going to try and keep on this as frequently as I can. I do only have the weekends available. I do work a full-time job during the week. So yeah, the idea is to try and get over here as many weekends as I can and spend a few hours just doing bits and bobs. I used to be a mechanic once upon a time, long time ago. So I have got a rough idea of what I'm doing still. But again, if anyone spots anything that I'm doing that you don't think looks right, then by all means mention it. I will try and reply to comments if anyone comments as well. And yeah, if you have any suggestions to anything I can do to make the car a little bit better than what I'm doing, then feel free to mention it. All right, that's it for now. Once I get all my various tools over, I'm in my grandmother's garage, by the way. I don't have a garage of my own, so she's very kindly let me keep the car in here, and as long as I keep the mess to a minimum, then I'm allowed to work on the car here and film, etc. At the moment, this is just being filmed on my phone. I do have cameras, GoPros, etc. So in future videos, I'll have various other things set up so you can see what I'm doing, as well as a general overview of what's happening all at the same time. Magic. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video.